Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from artorai.com. I'm going to do a very easy fun fold today. It's called a tent card. You put a little bit of folded card in there and it stands up like that, like a tent. So it's very easy to do and there are different ways to do it. So the first way to do it is just to make it like a normal card. You put all of your mats and layers on the front, decorate it how you like. You can also cut out a frame from the centre and put the decorating on the back layer like that, which is kind of cute. But the one I'm going to show you today is this one. This one has sort of a little swinging layer there in the middle, and it just looks quite nice, just something different. No reason for it, just because we can. But they all fold up flat to fit into an envelope. When you open it up, it sort of pops out and you have this nice swinging layer inside of it like that. So it's very, very easy to do. I do have quite a lot of this paper scrap, so I'm going to use that again. So just use any card base that you like. So I'm just going to use this one. I'm going to give you the measurements for the American A2 card, 5.5 by 4.25. But all I did was, for the English version, I just halved an A4 size paper and just made 2 cards out of it. So the measurements I am going to give you, as I say, are for an A2 card. So first of all, you need a layer which is going to be the same size as the front of your card, whichever size that may be. So I'm just going to stick that onto the front there. But as you see in this one, I cut it sort of smaller than the card base. So this is just a different way you can do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a hole in the centre there. These are the 2 that were going to be used as frames. These are the only 2 I could find. I couldn't find any without the stitched layer, but goodness knows where they've gone. This is going to make the frame that goes around like that. But we do need to cut out the centre first using the smaller piece. So I'm going to put this through my die cutting machine and then I'll be back. I don't want this squashing in the wrong place, so I'm going to put that to the edge of the cardboard there, so that it just cuts out this piece and it doesn't squash down the rest of the card, if that makes sense. Because you're cutting through 2 pieces of card, you may need to go over this 2 or 3 times. Just going to check that to make sure it's cut through. Mostly, not quite, so I'm going to go through that again. If you find you need to use a shim to cut through both pieces of card, then please do so. Yep, that's cut out, so I'll just put this away. So there we have the card front. Now do bear in mind that these are meant to be cutting out for like an A2 card, which is why it looks a bit uneven, but I'm not bothered about that in the slightest. You can put this, you can either use this or you can put it away and use it on another project. I'm just going to put that to one side. Now to make the frame, I think I'll have a black frame around there. So to make the frame, you just need 2 dies, one smaller than the other. The smaller one should be the same size as the hole you've just cut there, the aperture. It might take a while to get this right, but it is worth it. I am going to put some more tape on there because that, I think, is on its last legs. So I'm going to put some at either side as well, just to be on the safe side. But just get it as accurate as you can. If you have a cutting machine, you could cut out some frames on there and use those instead if you wanted. So I'm going to cut that out now. Using a magnetic mat helps as well when you're doing stuff like this. Right, so hopefully that's cut out a nice frame. again, we have a piece there we can use for another project. Another one of these cards perhaps. And there we go. Not quite even, but good enough. And that is going to be stuck on the front of there like that. I'm going to use wet glue just for the wiggle room. Oh, that was quite tricky actually. I think it's because the frame's a bit thin. Perhaps I could have done with being a bit wider, but never mind. So what I'm going to do now, put that to one side, and I'm going to put together the swinging part that's going to go in there. So figure out what you're going to do for your decoration. I did practice this a little bit beforehand, but it never goes right the second time, does it? So if you're wondering why I've got all my foam stuck on greaseproof paper like that, it just makes it a lot easier to cut. You can cut it into all kinds of shapes and it shouldn't ruin your scissors, although I do have one pair of scissors set aside just for cutting stuff like this. Not quite in the middle. I don't think I can take that off now. New, stuck solid. First of all, we're going to put this in there, but we do want it to swing. So where are the, right here are the bits that I've cut out for that. So we'll put this to one side for now, but for the swinging section it needs to be 2.5 by 2 and scored at 1, sort of in the middle. I don't think I need to cut that down. No, I don't. So I'll get my scoreboard out. So 2.5 by 2 and scored at 1 on the short side. And then we need to crease that. Yeah, that hasn't been cut right, has it? That's alright, that's easy to fix. You can just leave it or you can just snip it off like that. No problem. Give it a good crease. Now we need to fit this on there with the closed side facing the top like that. Almost at the top, but not quite. This was cut out at the same size as the middle panel, in case I didn't say. Right, now we can put some on here and carefully fit it in there like that. Just make sure it fits in the middle, and then you can open up the card and press it down. So there we have the swinging piece. And now what we need to do is put on the tent piece, what I call the tent piece at the bottom there. Remember, this is the measurements for your A2 card. So this is 4 1/8 by 3, scored at every 1/2 inch. But I've had to cut this down to match this card. And again, it needs to be scored on the short side at every 1/2 inch. Don't need your scoreboard anymore now. Now what we're going to do is just some accordion folds, or concertina folds as we call them. So whichever way you start, just turn over and just fold in the opposite direction. Don't worry if it's not absolutely perfect. I think the card I'm using is a bit too thick. So these two valley parts here need to be facing down. So we're going to fit the card, I don't know if you can see that, we're going to fit the card on there, just slightly away from the edge and the two sides. We're going to glue it down like that. I'll show you better when I've done it. There is a reason why we don't take it to the edge of the card, which I'll show you when we're finished. So if you can see that, it's just away from the bottom and just away from the two sides. So we need to bring that down, and we're going to do exactly the same for this part here. That was a bit tricky because the creases weren't exactly even. But if you can see, it's just away from the bottom and the two sides. And the reason we've done that is because when we stand up the card, we don't want it to be off balance by those middle bits there. So now we can stand it up. It stands up perfectly. It doesn't, because normally when you make cards like this, they sort of separate, don't they, and fall like that. But this one doesn't, and it has a nice little swingy bit there. It's just something different, that's all. Very, very easy to do. No rhyme or reason, no reason to do it like that. It just looks nice. And you can just finish it off using whatever decorations that you like. And there you go. Just a nice fun fold card. Can be a little bit tricky in some places. I found that especially tricky, but I just think it looks nice, and it doesn't catch on the tent bit on the inside. I just think it looks just cute and different. So these are the different ones that I've made. I would love to know which is your favourite. This one has been well and truly spoken for already. So if you did this, would you just decorate the front? Would you decorate the back so you can see it through the aperture? Or would you decorate it with a little swinging panel inside like that? I would be very interested to know. And if you have any other ways to decorate these, I would be interested, because I'm always willing to try something once. Just let me know in the comments what you would do, or whichever one's your favourite. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it as always. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye now.